All right, boys and girls, listen. What was that? Holy shit! Let's listen to some new music. I'm your host Andy Malfrin. This is DTL R&R, the reaction review wing of the Drag the Lake Empire. You want podcasts? You want album reviews? Go over to the main channel. Link for it down below. Sometimes on this channel, I review things purely based off of if I like the name, and I really like this name. Something about it. I mean, mixed with the whole Lawn Chair Youth. Can't say enough good things about Lawn Chair Youth. They've been really putting me onto some quality music. They don't miss often. And yeah, I like the general vibe of the thumbnail. I like the fact that they're called Stay Lost. I like the energy. So let's check out this band. Never heard them before. Just like the general energy. Stay Lost. Step Back. Official video. Cool shit. Play it.
Take a step back, you're gonna get what you give. I bet you like that. When I'm under your skin, you're where your head at. Am I wearing you thin? I wanna run it back. So take a step back, you're gonna get what you give. I bet you like that. When I'm under your skin.
Let's do that over a little bit. Because I had the sound all fucked up. I didn't check my settings. Let's do it over a little bit. I kind of like the beginning. I was like, the second I heard that, I was like, and then when it kicked in, I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to like this. All right, here we go again.
Step back, you're gonna get what you give. I bet you like that. When I'm under your skin, you're where your head at.
Wait, Def Jam fight. Was that Def Jam fight for New York? All right. All right, respect. I respect that. Don't feel like they're old enough to... What kind of PlayStation is that? Wait a minute. How old are these guys? Are they even old enough to play PlayStation? Or are they just trying to get fucking 34-year-olds like me going like, ooh, the kids like what we like. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's when they were like... Because, oh, yeah. Every system puts out the thin, cheaper version. That's when the fucking PlayStation... Or is that an emulator? What are you doing to me right now? Yeah. What's going on? Oh, yeah, there's a band playing. I'm just here analyzing PlayStation 2s.
So take a step back, you're gonna get what you give. I bet you like that. When I'm under your skin, you're where your head at. Am I wearing you thin? I wanna run it back, run it back.
All right, they're definitely trying to do some level of I changed mics. This sounds better actually. They're definitely trying to do some level of fan service to me right now because they all seem very young. They're playing some sick ass new metal shit and they're all throwing in fucking Def Jam for New York. You know what it is? Because I think that's a move you do when you wear whatever this nose thing is. I got to be honest, like my instinct is to make fun of his nose thing and shit like that, but then when you show me Jeff Dan, that sounds like a cool ass dude. That sounds like a dude you buy weed from. You'd be like, dude, I'll be at the party. I just got to re-up from Jeff Dan. No, you're playing Def Jam Fight for New York, and you know you're playing new metal and shit. This is just your fucking sneaky ways, you cute son of a bitch, to try to get me on your side. Nah, so far the music rips. I like what they're doing right here with the beat and shit, because they're kind of like, because a lot of times bands will just sort of hit you with the same rhythm or same general vibe and not build upon it. They're staying within the same rhythm, but feel wise they're building upon it. And you know, sometimes you just gotta throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see what fucking sticks. Hit people with a lot of stuff, but other times you can be like a slow build. Like they hit you with a little bit of a chorus, but I really enjoy this. They're hitting you with a real slow build, and they're like, don't worry, we got you, kiddo. We're going to take you on a fun ride. You're safe with us. It's ironic because they're called Stay Lost. But I feel right at home. I like that. I don't know how much you scream like that in your music, but that's a solid fucking scream. Yeah, it was good too. They threw out the Deftones thing as a signal to be like, yo, because I feel like I'm not anti Deftones. I've seen how crazy their fans get. I'm not, but I would never even attempt to be anti Deftones. It's like, it's just a horny Hispanic version of Swifties. I got to be perfectly, and my horny white wife. It's a lot. It's everyone who's horny. All these horny goths out there. I would never. They're like horny goth Swifties. You don't want to fucking turn on them. But no, I don't dislike the Deftones. I just don't listen to them a lot. But these guys definitely sit in a very similar pocket to what the Deftones do for people. So I'm bricked up. Stay lost. You know what? I didn't lose my boner. Thanks, fellas. Thank you, boys. Thank you, young men. God, I hope you're all over 18. If not, this is parody. I'm going to delete this part. I won't. I do gotta figure out how old these dudes are, because I'm like, do you guys even know what Static on your TV is? Because they all look like they're in their early 20s. And so if you're I'm 34, so I was born in 1990. That means they were all born in probably born in like 05, if I had to guess, right? Or no, probably like 2000. Yeah. Because we're in 2024. It's about to be 2025. So a safe estimate is they were all born in 2000. I guess there was Static on TV. I'm trying to remember when the fucking HD flat screen was normalized. Because I was like, do you guys, because, it's hard to remember actually. Now that I think about it, they may have remnants of this. But I guess what I'm getting at is this. Although they all look like they're in their early 20s and shit like that, it is kind of fun because this is giving me throwback vibes. And they're obviously very intentionally doing that with the PlayStation 2. Well, actually, you know what? Actually, if they were playing games a lot, when did the PlayStation 2 come out? I know I didn't set up my mic stand, but regardless. But yeah, either way, sorry. I'm very... Now I just need to know when the PlayStation 2 came out. When did PlayStation 2 was 94. You know what it is, actually? Whenever okay, so maybe they're not as disconnected from this shit. It's just crazy. We fucking, if I could unironically hit you guys with the kids these days, with fucking kids, and you hear people were born with a fucking, they were born. It's just like realizing people were born past 2010, growing up in 1990. You're just like, oh, is this what getting older feels like? I hate this. This sucks ass. Like, just the constant signs of your own mortality. It fucking sucks ass. But no, and then the other part is, like, if you go back and watch documentaries and they show footage from, like, they'll show news footage from the early 2000s and shit. It all looks so... It's like, we take for granted how, like, high quality our cameras are on our phones and everything is. So everything from the early 2000s looked like it was, like, 50 years ago. But... I'm going on a tangent. This video is very good. It's giving me heavy throwback vibes. It's just reminding me of like all the. It has too the energy of like an early 90s, early 2000s type of, or probably more early 2000s when people were putting a little bit more budget in like rock. Well, yeah. What am I saying? 90s was huge for rock with like grunge and stuff like that. But I would probably say early 2000s because. Although people were putting a lot of budget in the 90s, cameras weren't as good then. So, and, grunge was way more popular. So the videos were gritty. It wasn't until like the 2000s pop punk wave where you started to get more bright, vibrant videos. At least that's how I remember it. because I was listening to a lot more pop punk than I was grunge and shit like that. But so the bright, vibrant nature of this video is giving me heavy throwback vibes to high school. And a lot of bands seem to be doing that now, and I appreciate it. It's very nice. It's very nice that a lot of these bands are listening to a lot of the music I listened to in high school. Like literally the exact bands I listened to in high school and college. And then they're getting a lot of inspiration and they're making their shit in the style of that. And now it's like I'm getting a second wave. And a lot of times you get older and you're like, these new fucking bands, now that all the bands I'm checking out, all the new bands are listening to the bands I listen to as well. I'm like, oh shit. And then they're listening to other stuff on top of that. It just creates a better sound. Like, I got to be perfectly honest. In all the genres I've been liking my whole time, whether it be like pop punk, emo, metalcore, new metal, stuff like that, they're really only getting better. Like, I think the early 2000s is going to go down as the heyday of like new metal, but pure content wise, if we can put aside nostalgia and all that shit, pure content wise, this generation, in my opinion, is going to be putting out the best new metal. But you still got to give props to the OGs because they were like in the late 90s, early 2000s. No one else did that before them. So they didn't have a basis to go off of. So they're kind of treading in untreaded, they're treading in untreaded waters. But yeah, they're exploring into a fucking brave new world. They're Columbus thinking they hit India when they're actually hitting North America and shit like that. So yeah, I'm rambling, but, yeah, just with the way I can, just by listening to it, I can tell that these newer bands are consuming a lot of like old content, old music. I hate the word content. I hate that I used it there. They're consuming a lot of like older music, and it's sick, and it's making a lot of these bands sound exactly how, like, they sound exactly a way that is endlessly satisfying to me. So yeah, and I'm really fucking with the song too, because I was like, whatever in the end, and then this is why I like these reaction videos. Sometimes I'm not good at being patient with the music, and I was patient with this, and I really let it build, and now I'm like thoroughly enjoying this band. There we go. Step back. Oh, and okay, maybe that probably was much more obvious. It should have been more obvious to me than it was, calling it step back. Yeah, that was really good. I kind of went over it top to bottom throughout the video and stuff, but so yeah, all in all, very strong video, very fun, like hearing the old influences in a lot of these new bands and smaller bands and shit like that. Fucked with that. Go listen to Stay Lost. That was really good. All right. Thanks for watching. I try to put these out fairly regularly, so subscribe, hang out, go listen to the pod. But most importantly, have a great fucking day. All right. Peace.